Good morning, Franz. How you doing? Fantasy was first today. Conch Lobster was second, followed by Ross Riders and Dakota. Good morning, Franz. Is everybody having a good day? Conch, are you doing better today? Sorry you had a bad day yesterday. I hope that everybody at your school is all right, um, including the idiots who brought the weapons. That's just incredibly dumb. I did an update on Valkyrie. I gave her armor, and it's pink. Is she gonna be really popular with the female readers? I suspect so. Is it pink Valkyrie armor? She's cute and she's a bamf. Never mind the like white lipstick. It's just I didn't color in the teeth on her mouth when I changed the line work, and I actually kind of like. You can all hear me, right? I'm always worried now. Why is this layer unlocked? I'm gonna lock that layer now that I'm in the right spot. But how is everybody doing today? I'm trying something new. I used the live feature on Blue Sky. I really like it because you go and you click on your profile and you say hear words. Okay, you click on your profile and then you say go live. There's a little in the little meat bomb menu at the top of your profile, and then you put in your live stream link, and um and then you choose how many hours you're going live for. And since I know I usually go for 3 hours, it makes it easier, and then I don't have to make a post to Blue Sky. And people who want to receive the live notification, I think they actually do. People who follow me receive the live notification. It's actually a really nice system rather than just like making a B Sky post. I stopped making posts in the Discords because like nobody ever came from them. But it would be nice to grow the community a little bit. I was talking to Neff last night, and I was like, yeah, sometimes people just sit in the live chat all weekend, not the live chat, but the Discord chat. Like, yeah, I've noticed Death is in there sometimes, just like all weekend. But we don't exactly have a big community for people to interact with, and usually by the end of the week, I am pretty much out of communication spoons. I'm sorry you had a bad day yesterday. I hope it gets better today. But yeah, if we could grow the community a bit, so I'm gonna make a little bit of effort to at least post a Blue Sky, the live thing. Maybe some people will come by. Who knows? But posting to the Discords was just like kind of a waste of time. I'd rather like have a few moments to watch like clips of news before I launch stream in the morning in case I come across something interesting to talk about. You're 2 trophies away from platinuming Skyrim. Nice. Yeah, Steam was like, we don't need to do age verification. If you've got a credit card, then you're good. Because you gotta be able to pay for your games on Steam. And if you have a credit card attached to your Steam account, well, that means you're old enough to have a credit card. And you have to be 19 to have a credit card, or in my case, like I had one when I was 16, and it was like a joint account with my mom. Because she wanted me to build up my credit score, which is excellent for someone of my age, mostly because I don't have any bills to pay. Especially not anymore after I canceled my Nitro. Now it's just my cell phone. And my IKEA furniture that I just bought, which, you know, I buy furniture like once every 15 years. Failed to realize you had stream muted. I just expect people to pop in and mute stream and leave. I have to do that to a lot of creators because otherwise I'll never get anything done. So I figured we would do a little bit of work. I just wanted to give you guys the Valkyrie update because she looks awesome and I'm proud of it. I need to add a little bit of armor to her waist area. I just haven't done that yet. Because all of the refs that I was using are like, there's really nothing there. You know, the girls are basically naked from the waist down. Female armor. Gotta love it. So, I found that a bit frustrating. Also see one of my layers is out of place. Let's grab that. This one, I believe, and it goes above the hairline. Yeah. She's got kind of like a feather thing going on here. That's why it wasn't above the hairline before, but you wouldn't be able to see the weight from that side anyways. So yeah, while I did have most of the line art done for this character, I have to basically start over again. So I figured we'd work on that a little bit today. Blue Machine's still over here. Everybody needs line art. I think now Blue Frost is the most done. And the only reason she's not done is because I haven't actually done her bootlaces. As a matter of fact, why don't we just go do that now? We'll do her boots. Blue Frost. Where is her line art? Here we go. We'll finish Blue Frost's line art. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that on a different layer. Imagine it would be frustrating enough because I've tried somewhere in the past. Sorry, what is it? My brain is being dumb. Okay, now we've got to make sure we draw all the same amount of grommets. I need to know what's frustrating, Ross, because I've already moved on from the subject and my brain is like, it's gone. I talk about a lot of things really fast. Strangely enough, I talk fast when I'm nervous. And I'm nervous every stream. Not as much as I used to be. But, you know, I still get pretty nervous sometimes. But that's just, you know, the usual. Oh, female armor? Yes. Yeah, that subject was already a while ago in my brain. It's just like... that subject's long gone already. But, like, you go to Pinterest, and everything's AI, too, right? It's all AI now. And they've started, like, you could click on something, and you're like, oh, that's a cool picture. You know, it'll make an interesting reference or inspiration later. And then it's a video now, and I can't even get away from those in the fashion section. And I'm like, can we stop wasting resources on this? Like, yeah, it's given me some great inspiration. It's an inspo tool, but it's an inspo tool that costs too much to the environment right now for me to even like like the fact that it is a good iteration tool. Alright, and then since the laces are going in, I'm gonna erase half the circle. Or if I say sci-fi game Fear 2, one of the female soldiers armors his stomach not protected. And story-wise, that actually got exploited. That's funny. I said teammate was shot, which ended up in her unable to help the player character avoid a rather horrid fate. Lol. Seraphina, good morning. How you doing? It's good to see you again. Thanks for coming by. I miss you. What if Spider-Man and Batman switch cities? Yeah, you can't get away from the AI now, and it's getting so good that you can't even tell, and that's the most insane part. And then people wonder why I get upset when they're AI users. I guess I gotta show the whole file to Seraphina. We're working on the witch designs for my book. So we're getting the character designs down. So we have Whitefire, Starcatcher, Blue Frost. We're just finishing up Blue Frost line art. Nightlight, who I need to redesign still. Highwire. This is Valkyrie Spear. Or Spears. Pale Bloom, Professor Bubbles. Siren Song, Nebula Sky, Raven Eyes, and Blue Machine. And there's still 3 more to add. They're oh, sorry, 4 more. We've got Low Beat, Forest King, Citrus Sunset, and Lemon Sunrise, who are siblings. I might do them next because I think their designs will be kind of fun. We've gone for a very techwear heavy kind of look, and blue seems to be a common color among the witches. Blue and pastels. Although the citrus siblings will be lots of orange, and I'm looking forward to that. So orange and teal and show me your video process, and the video process will also be faked because they made an AI that can sketch images. They made AIs that can sketch images now. So it looks like the artist is actually doing the work, but they're not. And anyone who's an artist would know because they're like, people don't draw like that. They just simply don't. Even if they're like prodigies at art. Oh, thanks, Serafina. I'm rather proud of it, actually. For some reason, my coffee smells a little bit like coconut today. It's weird. But yeah, we still have to do the line art for all of these characters. And I haven't even started on the shading and highlights. This is just flat colors. And gradients. Yeah, well, like, it's Evan has the same problem. He's like, people are like, oh, you use AI for this? And he's like, no. And they're like, well, I don't believe you. And he's like, well, you can see my whole process on YouTube and Instagram. And they're like, well, an AI would do that too. I like how everybody's name has a unique style / font with each one. Yeah! I did that on purpose. The humans will be having that too. They'll all have like the way they write their name. Right now, Isabel and Alex are just sort of ham-fisted in there to label them. Nana's is kind of close. And then, of course, there's all the witch hunters that also have their own too. Anna's I need to fix up. It's kind of just not happy with it. I finally got Sonya right. She's she was such a pain in the ass to draw. Her. Have to go back to work. Looking into the day. Alright, see you later. Thanks for coming by. It was nice to have you swing by. Helps the analytics. But I always appreciate you coming by. I like to hear from my friends over the course of the year. I can't wait till Conquest. I get to see you again. The air bubble can't burst soon enough. Like, always gets me how the billionaires convince those of far less income that those of far lesser income are the real problem or hindrance to progress. Yeah. They're able to sell water to whales and fire to demons in hell. Yeah. Apparently Billionaires Row in New York is, like, empty. I haven't been able to watch the video yet, but, yeah, it's apparently empty. These absolutely massive, super expensive buildings that they built. Completely empty. After all these years, I finally learned how to draw laces. Necromancer, good morning. Did I see your question? I did not. It got lost. Do you like the name Valia? It's my character's mother. That's a great name. I love that name. It's good. It's unique. Sounds fantasy. This grommet is out of place. It is a good name, fantasy. And it sounds like it would fit in a world with a character named Solix. That's another thing people don't think about when writing fantasy worlds, I find, is they'll just use like a normal extant name, and I'm like, that doesn't. And then they'll go and use like a Spanish name in a world where Spain doesn't exist. And it's like, please stop. Please just stop. Please have cultural consistency. This one needs to change. As a matter of fact, this one needs to change too. All of these ones are wrong. Which means these ones are wrong as well. Thanks for the hydrate, Death. His father is normal human, so I'm trying not to use two standard name. I always use John and Richard. Yeah, well, one thing you gotta think about is, would the names John and Richard have existed in the world that he came from? Right? If you're praying in there, stop right now. Stop it right now. Man, you're a villain. Even with fictional nations, something still slips through, like Italian bistro, yeah. And it's like, please stop. Please stop. Think about your world and how it functions. Like in Fantasy's case, would something like Solix be a commoner's name, and would it be a common commoner's name? Kind of like the way Christian was a pretty common name. Oh yeah, I love drawing shoelaces. I love my refrigerator. So I don't know what my voice is doing. I just kind of lost it there. I love this refrigerator. One commercial, a little homemade commercial for a little tiny appliance store. Some Asian dude, just the longest walk down the aisle, leans against this fridge and goes, I love my refrigerator. Give us a little flip. Oh, that's the wrong brush. It's also the wrong brush. Hello. Sorry, concentrating real hard here. Drawing all these extra grommets. Oh, it looks awful. I hate it. I heard back from Evan. Apparently he and his family picked up the plague. So, they all got really sick. I'm guessing they caught the flu that's going around that our vaccines didn't account for this year. Oh god, I hate it. It looks awful. Maybe I should just not draw the grommets and just draw the laces? But I feel like somehow that's being lazy. Tempted to use the name Hoskar Torbiskin. It's Viking-esque, but also fantasy. I like it. Hoskar is an interesting name. That's the thing about fantasy settings that I find a lot of people neglect. Like, I thought long and hard about Alexander's name. Because he's part Asian, right? Like, yeah, he's definitely got European genetics. His Asian genes tend to show a little bit more. but he was raised in Canada and nobody knows where he's from. So they just gave him whatever name they thought of at the time. Kind of like how Tesla was called Friday when I adopted him because he was brought into the pet store on a Friday and he hadn't been given a name. And I was like, that's so insulting to this cat. Alright. Let's tidy this up a little bit by getting rid of these lines. This will probably help my issue with it considerably. Yeah. That does help quite a bit. Okay, now I gotta do the other boot, and then we'll do the top lace knot. Actually, maybe they're tucked in behind the little tongue here. Yeah. We'll just have them tucked behind the tongue. Come on, meow. I'll know it's right when it's right. There we go. Now we get rid of this bit here. Maybe like one of the laces is popping out from behind the tongue of the shoe there. He's got to erase this little bit of line here and this little bit of line in here. I'm gonna scroll back a bit. I'm heavily inspired by the Vikings, so no, but the names are very difficult to say in English. I can kind of justify Dutch rolling, maybe totally not Germanation. Belka, at least when they bring language. Say it's in Belka, and even it's very obvious it's Germany. Oh, Ace Combat, okay. Trying to make a random name. I mean, Sick is a very random name. It has no bearing in anything other than I liked the sounds. So, sometimes that's all you need. The sounds you like dictate the name. Car alarm. My dad set off the car alarm cleaning off the car. Thanks for the hydrate. Alright, I gotta do the other boost laces. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Drawing them with the same number of laces gonna be a little bit annoying. Also, they're all drawn on the wrong layer. Part of the reason why it's not working is because this has to come down. It was not the same. Wrong layer. slightly easier method, I think. I sometimes try to make a pronunciation for names for fun, if two names have some fully pronunciation. What, like, the phonetic alphabet, or is that what you mean? Like they have a pronunciation key? Name Neithrock. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Alright. Grammar time. Grammar time. I might have to redo the other boot. This needs... This is the hydrate death. Makalu. The coffee tastes so strange today. God. Squeeze me, keyboard. Shoelaces. Shoelaces. Such a pain in the ass to draw. At least I will have character art, and then I can make art cards. Someone's got their snowblower out. We did have quite a lot of snow yesterday. Got a mountain of snow dumped on us, in fact. The cars were buried this morning. Like, just a lot on the roofs. They're not actually buried, but Japan's been having some record snowfalls in places. And they have, like... their houses are buried in some places. They've had so much snow, it's kind of crazy. This one's a bit off. Suppose it's good enough. Your Blue Frost line art is done. I'm gonna make her laces blue. It's a much nicer shade of blue. Nice electric blue laces. Well, not quite, but very intense blue. quiet because I failed to realize I paused doing a mission in Door Kickers 2. It's okay. It's a quiet day. I was thinking of switching to some writing anyways, so it would be a very quiet day. People just showing up makes me happy. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. Thank you, Cora. Did you see the update on Valkyrie, Cora? She looks so good now. You're always here, just trying to make those dollars. First row, meow. Cora with the tear threesome. So what are all these slimes? Kippa. Grass Lord? There's some strange emotes. I also don't know why I decided to make her boots white, but they're white. But witches have magic. So, keeping those white boots white, really not that hard for them. I'm sure there's some witch somewhere that has like a dry cleaning magic, and that's just how they make their money. Neff! I forgot to take my meds. I think my neighbors are grass lords. They certainly smoke enough of it. Thank you for the med reminder, Neff. I do have to actually put in a request for a refill, too. Take your meds, pop them pills, yo. It's time for maracas. I think it's also that time. Well, I was pretty sure I had set the level for my standing desk, but I guess not. I have the down level, but the top setting level did not get set up right. Nope, nope, nope. Don't go down. Just gotta get it set just right. There we go. We can stand and work now. Can they at least share with the rest of us? Lol. My mom and my brother can't handle weed. It gives them anxiety. Oh, this morning my mom was able to just like, it was pretty great. So we do a little bit of speech and language therapy with her in the mornings during coffee sometimes. And so we were getting her to say tongue twisters. And another thing we always do is try to get her to tell us her address or her social insurance number, her SIN number. It's like your social security number, but it's called a SIN here in Canada. I always love that. And she always has so much trouble reading it. And today, my dad picked up the paper, and my mom just rattled off her 9-digit number without even looking at the paper. So she just memorized it. And we were like, holy shit. It was pretty amazing. So she has days that are better than others. I just think weed smells like burnt grass, and I don't like it. But yeah, we were really happy that Mom was able to just rattle off that number because normally she has so much trouble with it. So that was really good. So good news, everyone. Mom's brain is having a good day. And we were able to get her to say the full address of the house. And she had trouble with my middle name, which is funny because it's her name. Yeah, she couldn't tell me my name. She knows my name, she just couldn't say it. I think it's time to merge the lace line. Do a little bit of cleanup over here. So yeah, my dad and I were super impressed this morning with Mom. Oh, it was very nice. Good moment. She has a lot of trouble with S's apparently. S is difficult. However, part of the thing we do, thank you for the hydrate and the concussion. Let me take a sip. Whatever strain they're smoking smells like skunk. It's probably called skunk. One of my neighbors is blowing a skunk again. So one of the things we like to do is we like to try and test her. So we like trip her up by like saying a wrong word in one of the tongue twisters. So in this case, it's one of those we use is Sister Susie sews shirts for soldiers, but instead we changed soldiers to sailor or sailors, and she was like, no, soldiers. And so, like, without any prompting, she just said, no, you got it wrong. So she's all there. She's aware, which is fantastic for a stroke patient, especially a two-time stroke patient, right? And so this morning, she's doing really well, and that's fantastic. I'm gonna move my chair out of the way because I keep brushing against it. It's bothering me. The sensory input there. So yeah, today was kind of a good morning. Gotta get rid of these little bits, bad lines here. Go back to the laces. Fix that up a little bit. What's this? I think there's part of the boot that's not totally colored there. Aha. And this one is going over the line for sure. Just turn off the light and get the dark in there. Clean that up a little bit because we changed it. Then under the lace layer, you have the grommets. Matte black grommets on these white boots. Just slaying it. This is a good height to work at. Not my hairbrush. Let's see if we can program that in. Mer. Der. 2 more days, it'll be your birthday. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have your birthday written down on my birthday page. What day is your birthday, Ross? Because then I gotta give you your Bappy Birthday. Post it on the Discord. Okay. Is it on a weekday? Or is it on the weekend? It's on the weekend. Slowly collecting the secrets. A backdoor thing? No, I said Bappy Birthday. You know how I always say happy birthday? It's Bappy Birthday. It's a story from my mom's college days. She was friends with this guy who later became a famous orchestral conductor. His name was Carrie. And he gave her a birthday card that said Bappy Birthday Tits on it at one point, because he always called her Tits. You got a haircut. Your volume was a bit low. Fair enough. Okay, so I believe that completes Blue Frost. I'm having trouble with her name today. That completes Blue Frost. If I want to do more than just basics and not give her any tattoos or any, like, reflective bits on her outfit. You know, kind of like Starcatcher has these really bright white lines. These are reflective bits. So imagine somebody took a picture of him with a flash on. His hair is just one solid color because it doesn't reflect any light. It's like Musso black hair. I just buzzed my head 2 days ago. Hair was getting so long it was tickling my ears and driving me crazy. Looks at ponytail. Out of everybody in the house, I have the most hair by far. As a matter of fact, I want to retie my ponytail. My brother's just bald, so I make up for his lack of hair. My mom's hair is also really short too. Like, it's not even shoulder length. She's got like Sonya length hair because it's easier to care for. There we go. Ponytail now tied normally. It was up in a bun and it was kind of scraggly bun. Someone bought something I put on the exchange today. Why were you hoping it would expire? Did you not want to sell it? Yeah, the bright blue laces look good. You think it needs more days to recover your spoons? The spoon recovery is difficult. Ah. There, my coffee's gone. I have nothing else to drink now until my dad makes tea. But he usually comes up around now to get my mug. So yeah, Blue Frost. If I want to add some little doodles and whatnot, tattoos, etc., might do that. Professor Bubbles still needs a face. I don't know why, but her face is eluding me at the moment. Nebula needs his boots to be the right color. And Nightlight needs a complete redesign, so we have, what, 5 witches left to do? 6. I have Mass Effect as well. So where's Nightlight hiding? Actually, I think I can get rid of Blue Frost Sketch now. That'll save me some layers. We'll turn Nightlife off for the time being because he's not finished. He's not even close. Snaps fingers, Father, could you please attend to my refreshments? Thank you. Well, he makes tea for the whole family. So he just makes a big pot of tea at like mid-morning. We used to have another cup of coffee, but coffee's getting very expensive, and I came home with a buttload of tea. Like barrels of tea. And so when he makes a pot of tea, he puts in 3 tea bags. So we've gone through all my cardamom tea that I've presently found. I think I have another jar of cardamom tea hiding somewhere. And we've made most of the way through my Earl Grey. And now I've got another jar here of English breakfast, and that'll probably be good for another couple of weeks. And then I've got all of my miscellaneous teas. Everything from chamomile to hazelnut decaf, something called Christmas Morning. I've got a hibiscus tea. Yeah. And chocolate hazelnut. What have I got in here? Let's pull out a small pile. And this is just one of 2, maybe 3 jars. Okay, so I have Christmas Eve, which is cinnamon, spearmint, orange peel, vanilla extract, orange oil, and natural cinnamon flavor, and clove bud. This one is holiday chai. Blended black tea, cinnamon, allspice, clove, ginger root, natural gingerbread flavor, natural Jamaican rum flavor, and nutmeg oil. That one's actually really good. Then we have a lemon ginger. Christmas Morning is blended black teas and jasmine green tea. This one's also really good. Decaf chocolate hazelnut, and then we have a white chocolate hazelnut, hibiscus spice, which is hibiscus, cinnamon, lemongrass, apple pieces, licorice, and natural flavor. Spice Dragon Red Chai, which I think is the only rooibos I can even tolerate. Yeah, cinnamon, rooibos, ginger root, and clove. And something called Buddha's Blend, which I'm gonna have to use very soon because the package is ripping. It's a white tea with green tea, jasmine pearls, white hibiscus blossoms, and natural and artificial flavors. So I'm gonna set that one aside because I need to use it. Because it's one of the David's Tea packages, and it's just kind of deteriorating. I have chamomile with anise. So dig in here. Cinnamon apple chamomile. Yeah, got lots of tea. So much tea. And that's just one jar. The other jar also has a mixture of stuff in it. And it looks like more of the Earl Grey in the bottom, so I'm gonna pull that one out and add it to the pile downstairs. And I think I've got Irish breakfast also tucked away somewhere, but I didn't like the Irish breakfast as much. Oh man, all of these flavors and smells coming out of this is so nice. How much more Earl Grey is in here? Got a lot of the, oh, white chocolate mocha as well as another one. Peach mango. The tea stash, yeah, really. I have enough tea to make it through the apocalypse. I am gonna pull out the Earl Grey though, so that when my dad comes and takes my mug, he can top up the container downstairs. I might keep a few for myself for my tea stash, just in case. But there is Earl Grey vanilla downstairs as well. But this is one of the, this is from the boxes of tea that I got at Staples when I went to go look at my chair and decide which chair I was buying. Actually, I think I just straight up bought the chair and had it delivered. I think that's what I did. What's this one? It's one of those lemon ginger ones. Is this one more hibiscus? Cranberry pomegranate. I think this is like one of the one-offs that I have. I have a couple that are from like sample packs. When you're addicted to tea more than the Brits, yeah. I also like variety too, so I just have lots of options. Just putting these back in here now. You keep the Earl Grey separate. That one's decaf vanilla nut cream. Vanilla nut. The white stuff. Yep. So there's another like week worth of Earl Grey there for the family. Maybe we'll hear my dad's reaction when he comes in and grabs my mug. I mean, we're drinking the Earl Grey right now, and the supply's getting a little bit low, so I guess it's time to give him a little bit more. I gotta find my other jar of cardamom tea. The family kinda like that one, too. Cora, I don't have anything to drink! My tea is empty. Ah! I accidentally squeezed the pile of tea and it just exploded everywhere. Slippery little suckers. Maybe I'll put them in this little container since it has to go down anyways. My little snack bowl thing. All the rustling of tea packets. No, they don't fit. The pressure's making them all fall out. Yeah, there's probably 70 or 80 packs of tea on my desk. Just tells you how much tea that I have. There, got a little container that'll make it easier for my dad to take it. Cora, I have nothing to drink. And there's probably going to be nothing to drink for quite some time. It's time to sit down again. Ah, that's why I was... I thought I had programmed the thing in. And I had. I just pushed the wrong button. I pressed the up arrow and I thought just like clicking it once would... Yeah, I'm dumb. Too bad, Neff, you're not getting a stretch. I just sat down. Right. A little bit of a stretch for you guys. Just for you, Neff. Now, here's the thing. Really, guys? All at once. Cora, thank you for the posture check. Necromancer, thank you for the other hydrate. I still don't have anything to drink. And Death, for also the posture check. We're just gonna have the unshrimpening of the century here. It's like, everybody just get up and do some yoga. Just unshrimp your spines. Don't even become a lobster. Become an eel. Just wiggle back and forth. Stretch out your sides. Get nice and flexible. My camera can't keep up because I'm moving so much. Just a little wave back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. Except in this case, there's been like an undersea earthquake. And one more unshrimpening from Death. There you go. I'm not stretching anymore. And those roll meow Cora. I'm gonna turn off the hydrate if you keep going. You guys are in goblin mode today. What did I do? I'm gonna turn nightlight back on. You have to look at my girly boy. There you go. That's what you wanted? You wanted the girly boy back.
Cora Huroda says, fish, fish, fish.
Fish, fish, fish. Havarti is working. You guys are goblins today. Absolute goblins. What happened? Give some of that energy to fantasy. I'm not going to turn the hydrate off, by the way. I'm just kidding. Hydrate away. Just know that you're wasting your points. I'm a mind goblin. Alright, Blue Frost finished, and I'm looking at the rest of these and I'm like, ah, there's so many, and I still have to do all the hunters. Who do we want to do? Here comes Dad. Here's some more tea for you. Thank you. He just looked at it, like, unsurprised. Fell asleep for a few seconds. Hey, sleep is good. If you're tired, sleep. If you're tired, have a nap. Don't threaten me with a good time. You're just drowning me, Necromancer. I'm gonna have to drink like my whole cup of tea in one gulp because of you guys. Mind Goblin D's nuts. So pure goblin mode from you guys today. Just a whole pack of gremlins. Yeah. I don't even know what you guys expect from me, because that tea is gonna be too hot to drink like that when it comes here. Okay, do you guys want to do Lemon Sunrise, Citrus Sunset, Forest King, Low Beat, or Mass Effect, or Nightlight? You have 0 energy and spoons. Take some from these guys. Just vampire them. Just a whole pack of us. Yep. A whole pack of gremlins. Lemon Sunrise, maybe? Okay. We need to expand the canvas. Let's go for 11,000. Or 12,000. Oh, it's processing. Only that much, wow. Wow. Okay. Turn on this layer, grab this color, fill the canvas, turn that off, grab this color, fill the canvas. Oh, white. Evil. Do a Lemon Sunrise. Take Lemon's refs and drag them over. And of course we'll want our height chart. What was a group of goblins called? I thought it was a horde. An inventory. I don't know. Alright, lemon sketch. She's pretty small. She's kind of a small bean. I like these cute star buns. Except you probably won't see them. Because she's wearing this cute little beret. circle of goblins. This idea is just to finish the mermaid drawing they're working on, just to learn what they can hope to do better with the next one. That's what drawing is for. Just practice. Look, I didn't even finish last year's mermaid picture. I wanted to, like, make it a print, and I didn't even get to finish it.
Cora Huroda says, E.
E. E. E. E. E. E. E. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. Ooh, there's saving recovery information, thank you. As a matter of fact, let's save the file, shall we, in case something happens. It's enough of that sketch. Oh god, the snowblower got snowmobile. The snowblower, so noisy. It's like listening to lawnmowers. Except lawnmowers are so much worse because your windows are usually open during the summer.
Cora Huroda says, hey, you are not a fish.
Fuss row! Blah, 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 blah. Oh, hold on. I gotta go find something. I know I have a picture of something that's a good reference. I have to go find it. How do I... There's a specific reference that I'm looking for, and I don't know how to find it again. Dang it, Bobby! Might take me a few minutes. It's a very particular thing that I'm looking for. It's gonna take a few minutes to find this thing. It's these cute little hair bows that had like citrus things on them. There's one that's got like, it looks like chocolates, and they're really super cute. And I need to find it. And I know that it would be too deep in my image archive, probably. Probably. It might be faster to go through my image archive, to be honest. Because I can't remember the maker of it, or what they called it. Yeah. It'll be the last place I look. I could have sworn it was here. comes the tea.
Milk is done.
Milk is gone?
Milk
Yeah.
is done.
Well, that's why Cheese and I are going shopping today. I'll hydrate in a second. I'm looking for this thing. Seriously, where is it? Ha! Found. It was literally the last one. Those are so cute. That's what I was looking for. They have other ones that, like little cookies. They're super cute. And if I was a girly girl... Dad calls, I had to mute the stream. Well, you haven't missed anything because I've been looking for specific references. Finished it because the neck is too short. Yeah, this is why I like drawing digitally, because I can just change things so fast. Bonus points if you find it after you stop looking for it, yeah. Well, I discovered on the listing, because I found it via Throne one day, and I didn't really look at what the product was. I was just like, oh, I'll throw this on my save for later list, because I was looking for other specific things. And, yeah, I don't know why this came up. Because, like, Throne is a great place for references for, like, Lolita clothing and stuff. That's why I go there. The reason they didn't come up as hair ribbons is because they're actually nipple pasties. And I was searching for hair ribbons because I thought they were like hair clips, you know. But apparently these are nipple pasties. Yep. So I made a face earlier like... I was looking at the listing and I was like, oh, that's why. Why? Why did that come up when I was looking for Lolita stuff? That's alarming, given present news cycle culture. Getting used to the tablet for me is like pulling teeth. Well, like initially working with a tablet was really hard, and then I just got used to it. But I've never been able to draw with a mouse. Ever. Can't do it. It's just... it doesn't have the control. Yeah, we're gonna use, apparently nipple pasties as hair ribbons. And, like, little boot decor. That's why I couldn't find it. It's no wonder Throne offers me weird stuff when I look around there. And that would be why. Alright, these are going in the rough folder. Just buy them, pull the ribbons off the pasties, attach them to barrettes, and there you go. I mean, they used hair ribbons for nipple clips. Only fair to use nipple clips as hair ribbons again. Exactly! I use mouse for digital work, namely for working with drawing. With the drawing I've done primarily. Hey Roman, how you doing? But yeah, these were really cute, and they've been on my mind, particularly for this character. Roman is streaking! Thank you for the 5-stream streak. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us on a regular basis. Time is something that we all have a limited amount of, and I appreciate you sharing it with our community. So yeah, these ribbons, really cute, even if they are nipple pasties. If I were a cutesy girl, I would probably wear stuff like that. Let's face it, I'm a bit of both. I'm a both cutesy girl and a tomboy. I like both things. I like all things. Some days I like to be really cute. I would totally wear these as ribbons. Not as pasties. You caught a cold and took a nap? Well, I hope you get better soon. Where is the shoe ref? This one. So we'll put that down there, and we'll drag this down this way. Arkle's the cutest boots. I have, like, the girliest streak in me. But it's funny, because when I think of myself in female terms, I do not think of girly stuff. I'm like, you know, grease monkey overalls, tomboy, getting the dirt, be out in the woods girl. But my masculine side is, like, super girly. If that makes any sense. I don't know how that makes sense to me or how that came about, but my boy side is girly and my girl side is boyish. So I have this habit of making kind of feminine men and masculine women. And I have to actively work against that when designing characters like Siren Song, because she's an idol and very feminine. She's a superstar. She does acting and singing. You know. And I haven't decided whether she's straight or bi yet. I think she might be straight. My favorite Pokemon, Cinderace, is very tomboyish. It's a Pokemon, it's an animal. How can it be tomboy if it's an animal? I don't understand. Like, you could say that Gardevoir is very femme, but then other people are like, Gardevoir is a girl, and I'm like, no, that's female-coded mask. Okay, well, let's look it up. I mean, it looks like a fox with pants. I mean, it could be a tomboy character if they gave it more like human appearances. It's kind of weird that you have these very human-esque Pokemon, yet people in the Pokemon world actually eat Pokemon, but then you have this thing that's very human-coded. This is a Pokemon I've never seen before, but I do like it. It's a good Pokemon.
Death_Sand says, there's no laws against the Pokemon Batman.
But yeah, I've seen people code Gardevoir as, like, female, and I've seen people code them as male, so... It's kind of weird when they start making the humanoid Pokemon. Soccer bunny, tomboy, furry. Absolutely, I see that. There are no laws against the Pokemon Batman. Yeah, there are. Warner Brothers and Pokemon would need to do a licensing agreement first, or it becomes a copyright issue. Fair enough. Make a healer in Skyrim. Okay, let's... Close that. I have too many things open. Too many windows. Yeah, it's weird to me when they start making the humanoid Pokemon, because Pokemon are both, like, beasts of burden, pets, and food, canonically in the Pokemon world, and it's just weird that they're like, oh, these are the same, like, clade of creatures, but some of them we treat more humanly than others, and it's very bizarre. Like, they have human-like intelligence, some of them, and they're the same, like, group of species. Furthermore, since Nintendo does Pokemon games, if Pokemon made a deal with Warner Brothers, Nintendo would Kool-Aid Man into the chat. Most Pokemon aren't eatable, like IRL. But it is canonical that they eat Pokemon. It is canonical. And when you have, like, the human-like Pokemon, that's really weird to me. Like, it bothers me on some fundamental level. It's... Because, like, they're animals, but they're also animals with near human intelligence in some cases. And that also bothers me. Why are you shouting no and F? Yeah, Nintendo's a publisher. Another company makes the games, but the publisher holds most of the rights. You're talking about a studio. So Game Freak makes the games, Nintendo publishes the games, but Nintendo owns the IP, so Neff is still correct. Yeah, well, the original story for Mewtwo is that he does have human-like intelligence. He can communicate with humans and communicate in actual language. He's a gone. Oh, accidentally zoomed out. So of all the witches that you actually encounter in the book, this is the youngest one. She's like 16, 15, 16 at the beginning. Oh, a clone. That L is very important. I was like, how is Mewtwo a clone? I'll do it. That's just being death there. I won't even question it. So I think a lot of these buttons are actually just gonna be like lemon slices. She's probably gonna have one of these cute little ribbons up here. She's just a young witch that is training to fight wraiths. Thanks for the hydrate the Stretch. It looks like Stretch is happening first. Funnily enough, Mewtwo is one of the weakest competitive legendary Pokemon ever. His strength lies in his intelligence. She's gonna have lots of bows. Lots of little bows. Big chonky shoes. I'm gonna stand her up a little bit here. I have to decide where her other foot is. Dang it. Dang it. Meh. Thank you for the hydrate. Like Calyrex Ghost Rider does everything Mewtwo does, but way better. I don't know who Calyrex is either. Mewtwo of Kanto, you must pay for your sins. I'm here to reach vengeance upon your soul. Okay, I think I can turn off. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I can turn off the hat. Guess I can turn that off now. That pasty I can just throw out because I don't need it. These boots are the ones I was going to use for Val. Then I gave her armor. Okay, get rid of the hair ref. Should just turn it off. Oops. Turn off the hair ref. Grab the little glasses. And little ribbons. I guess we can turn off the shoes too. Just toss them. Alright, let's start to throw down a little bit of color. She probably has a very similar pose to Siren, let's be honest. This was the worst sketch ever. Computer struggles sometimes. Everything from the waist down is just garbage. Huh? Oh. Hey! Look at memes. Okay. Sorry, I'm concentrating here. What is my reason to live? Mute. You're right. I see now that the circumstances of one birth are irrelevant. A lot was said in that one meow. let's make a new layer for swatch. Those colors are virtually identical. Slightly different shades of white. Here we go. Actually have a beret that's this color. Although this color is probably more for her brother. We'll put Pokemon and Spyro Powers in the playlist. Away. Anyway, organizing my stuff, or trying to. Well, good luck with that. Sorry, I'm scratching my leg. Itchy. Wanted to play Wood Elf, but didn't like the option, so I ended up as a Nord. Yeah, apparently the next Elder Scrolls is was it Hammerfell? It's not Elsewhere. Sag. I know where I could use this color. I could use it for crinoline. think I would like to change the beret. I think I'll put ribbons here. She's gonna be extra heckin' cute. To make this a little bit more pale. So cat time then. Oh, you're gonna play a Khajiit then? There'll be no cat time in Hammerfell. Let's see. We'll just toss in a color for now. This should be over top of this. What I accidentally did there is super cute, and we're keeping that 100%. Look at that cute little trim I made completely by accident on the edge there. 100% keeping that. Oof. That is one hell of a rough sketch. Can you believe that these two are dating? Turn off this wretched sketch here. Let's see. Foes. Have you ever read Homestuck? I tried to read Homestuck. I couldn't get into it. When you get into something and you don't understand anything of what's going on, it's really frustrating for some people. So, I could not get into Homestuck. They lost me way early. Let's see. Currently reading it. Good luck with that. It's over 1 million words. Satisfying when all the pieces connect, though. Yeah, it was just too confusing. And when I first started reading it, I had undiagnosed ADHD, so I'm not surprised I couldn't really follow it. I am just not one of their reader base. And now I don't really have time for such things anymore. Let's bring this up here. This time someone said to me, good luck for Homestuck. There's a reason for that. I'm gonna delete her reference folder. Just because this file's getting so huge. I'm gonna delete previous versions too. Put the lighter color up. Oof. I mean, come on, she's super cute. There's not enough yellow in this lemon sunrise. There's the current one. I'm going to increase the luminosity in the orange. Actually, maybe I'll just... Yeah, the fact that Blue Machine and Lemon Sunrise are dating is really funny. Because he's like brash and mean and a bit of a bully, but he's like super sweet with her. Apparently I made my leg bleed when I was scratching it earlier. Why am I suddenly having problems with leg bleed again? I thought I finished that problem. God damn it. My sock is stuck to my leg. Feck. Well, at least Homestuck will keep you busy until I finish writing my book. I'm supposed to go shopping with my brother after stream, but I just want to write, but also I need to get out of the house. Sorry, I'm checking my leg where I scratched it. I think it's because my nails were just sharp. And my skin isn't very strong. I need to get more collagen. I'll talk to Cheese about it. He probably knows what to do. I'm trying not to give her a fried egg look. It's very hard when you're working with white and yellow and you're like, oh, that's fried egg. There's the socks. Very French coded again. But then again, my French guys don't look French at all. Really need to fix Nebula's colors. Outfit sketch. Let's grab our liquefy tool. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of these ones. Erase the lemons. Ooh, I wonder if I should make like the little lemons actually like hearts, but they still have like the citrus outline. Why have you done this? Thank you for the hydrate, Hira. Good morning. Almost good afternoon, in fact. We're working on Lemon Sunrise today. We have Valkyrie almost done. I gave her armor instead of the pink dress, but pink armor now. Superior. Chef's kiss. Blue Frost is virtually complete. We finished the laces on her boots. I was putting it off because I was being lazy. But Blue Frost line art is more or less complete. Might still add tattoos. Need to fix her arm a little bit. At the elbow here. It's kind of weird. Blue Frost is tiny lady. And Lemon Sunrise is our other tiny lady. Her head might be a bit big. we need is this layer, this layer, this layer, this layer, these layers, and this one, and that one. That's so much better. Scale is important. And a stretch from here to... Ah. Oh. And of course, zoom down again. Gonna have to move it manually afterwards. Matter of fact, I don't even need that sketch there anymore. There we go. A 3-stream streak, woo! We hit us streaking. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And you keep losing it, that's fine. It's fine. It's just a number. It goes burr. You don't worry about the overachievers in the stream streak department. They're just crazy. Better shapes. Better shapes. I'm not that. Just like being with friends here. You're not what? Oh, an overachiever? I'm just teasing the overachievers. The ones who have like crazy streaks. And Neff has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot. I guess the boop. The boop snoot. One day I'm gonna figure out how to install the snoot boop thing that I found. So you can boop my snoot. actually boop my snoot. Her other leg is now too big. Because she's supposed to be tiny girl. Tiny, really skinny, extra petite. Really skinny. She's definitely not a wraith fighter. She's more of a support core. We'll spam it like crazy. Yes, you will. I expect it. Because it'll be fun. What is her hand doing? I have no idea. From the sketch we had initially, this is a big change. Another part of anime that always confused me, all the characters are 18 plus even when they look 12, but they also have characters under 18 to look like they're in their mid-20s. How you doing, fellow children? What's up, fellow kids? Yeah, my dad said Nebula and Raven look too young to be parents, and I'm like, they're in their 40s. They just look really good. Also, witches may or may not age a little bit more slowly than regular humans. I know mages certainly do. Depending on how powerful a mage is in Magi Nation, they can ostensibly be immortal. They just stop aging, essentially, because their magic is so powerful. Witches are actually the precursor to the mages. And my logic, this character's 12, give her double D tits and the shortest skirt. Make her tall as the adults, won't confuse anyone at all. Yeah, well, look, there are some women out there who are adults, and they just look like 12-year-olds. That's the thing. Like, women like that do exist. I've met them. They have almost no boobs. They're like 4.5 feet tall. 5 feet tall. How many 12-year-olds look like they're 28 though? When I was 13, I was mistaken for someone who was 22. And then I get carded at 29 for alcohol. Yeah, she looks 15-year-old, but she's actually over 400-year-old demon, which, I mean, according to the lore for Nameless, he wasn't, like, fully grown adult male Demora when he was cursed with immortality and agelessness. And, that's why he looks so feminine. Like, he just passes for a female and he really hates it. That's just every anime. Yeah, so, like, technically, you know, Nameless hadn't fully matured before he was turned immortal, and so he's just sort of, like, stuck in this, like, form that everybody mistakes for a female. I carded everyone who didn't look like they could be my grandparents because selling to a minor meant a $250,000 fine, potential jail time. So yeah, I would have carded you at 29 too. Did you work at the LCBO or something? Maybe I should apply at the LCBO that's nearby. I made an any pronounces character? You mean pronouns? I'm an any pronouns person. Use whichever one you want. Gas stations, so tobacco products. Yeah, I can't even get a job at a gas station anymore, man. It's wild. Might have had my early to mid 20s. I was sometimes mistaken as a teenager. Yeah, I got that a lot too, Ross. Pronouns. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you meant by pronouns is. Still, like, seeing a lemon and machine next to one another is really funny to me. I've also, like, shipping names already exist. Because, often what'll happen is, like, witches will partner up with one another to fight wraiths. So you'll have someone like Blue Machine and Lemon Sunrise working together because Lemon is a healer and Machine is really good at fighting. And, Raven Eyes has, like, a precognition, and Nebula's just, he's got the same kind of, like, firecracker magic as a Starcatcher does. So she basically tells him when to dodge. So there's some witches that, like, can't fight wraiths because they just don't have the kind of, like, attack spells, quote unquote. And so, like, Starcatcher and Nightlight, they can both fight. They're fine with that. My monitor is doing the thing again. Oh god, we're at noon already. Throwing the halfling is a viable tactic, yes. But, like, there's already a shipping name for Starcatcher and Starlight, or Starcatcher and Nightlight, which is Starlight, because you just combine their names. So you could have, like, Blue Sunrise or Lemon Machine. Or Machine Sunrise. Yeah, you can combine their names like that to make ship names. So my paranormal action fantasy romance already has ship names built in. So if you're thinking about fusion names and ship names are somewhat the same thing. What do you mean somewhat? Are they not the same thing? Like the ship name for Wei Wuxian and Long Wangji is Wangjian, and it's actually built into the story, and people use it. Since I don't think anyone here is going to read Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation, and the anime, the Donghua, is not gay. There's no ship for them. Technically, they're just friends in the show. Relationship. And so since no one's gonna read the books in this chat, spoiler alert, Wei Wuxian and Lan Weiji get together, and Lan Weiji's written this song that he played for Wei Wuxian, and he called it Wangjian, and so it's built into the series, and everybody uses that as the ship name because it's Wang Ji and Wuxian. Wang Xian. See you later, Ross. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna raid out very soon. Like right now. Because my brother's getting up, and that means it's time to go grocery shopping, and the faster we go grocery shopping, the sooner I can go back and get back and get writing. We'll just drop a little heart in the chat. Evan is on! We're rating Evan. Sonodao is the ship name for Sonic and Shadow, and Shattuck is the fusion name for Sonic and Shadow. Oh, okay. Two characters are fused into one. Alright. My friends, we're off sailing to other waters. Thank you for the hydrate. On the way out, make sure you grab a drink. We're off sailing to other waters. May you wash ashore on distant lands and find new adventures. Exciting ones. And Evan is always exciting. Hopefully he's back up to speed. And I will see you guys tomorrow at the usual time. You all have a fantastic day. Fantasy, I hope you gain more spoons. Enjoy, Evan Blair, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye.